Hello. In this video, we'll look at diversity concept from a practical point of view, meaning we will look at what diversity is in practice, why diversity concept is very complex, and what implications diversity concept brings when applied at work and in daily life situations. We cannot learn about what diversity is at one point in time, and there are multiple reasons for it. First, this is because diversity is a perception, meaning that facts about who I am might be different from the way I perceive myself or how others perceive me. For example, I'm a Lithuanian citizen. This is a fact about who I am. However, due to my international work and family experience, I perceive myself as a global citizen. Nevertheless, my team members at work might perceive me to be a mix of Lithuanian and Finnish cultures due to my national background and my long-term residence in Finland. Consequently, it becomes hard to define what kind of cultural background I belong to. According to narrow definition of diversity, only my nationality would be considered. But then a large amount of my experiences are disregarded and may not be utilized. Then, each person owns many factors of diversity, and each diversity dimension has a context which gives different meaning to the diversity concept. What does that mean? It means that each of us is a combination of multiple diversity dimensions. For example, me being a woman and a mother might sound very normal within most of the societies and organizations. But what if I'm a woman, homosexual, and a mother? Would it be common me being young, unmarried woman and high-level manager in Asian or Middle Eastern organization? Or consider the other example. Me being middle-aged man, stay-at-home father is very normal in Nordic environment. Yet, this might not be taken the same way elsewhere, where men usually are expected to be career-oriented breadwinners. Thus, it is really necessary to understand about how these dimensions interplay and what consequences this interplay has on me as an individual and for organizations that try to manage diversity. Diversity consists of visible aspects such as race, gender, age, and so on, and invisible ones like value system, learning, working experience, thinking styles, and so on and so forth. And when we try to comprehend and manage diversity, we have an access only to visible aspects and only to what individuals wish to say about the invisible aspects to us. Therefore, our decisions at work, about our team members, about our organizational policies, and so on and so forth, are largely based only on the facts that reside on the top of the iceberg in this invisible part. Moreover, this limited access to understanding of what kind of diversity we are facing is likely to challenge us while trying to preempt conflicts in the teams, while trying to utilize talents and skills of our subordinates or colleagues, or when simply trying to be a good manager or leader aligned with the team's organizational context. This is why our soft skills in this process are essential. The more people will feel safe with us, will feel that they can trust their manager, their colleagues, or organization as a whole, the more they will open up their boxes of invisible factors of diversity, helping us to address their needs, feelings, and capabilities at work. Then, each of us has a set of preconceptions about ourselves and others, even if we don't think of them or analyze them consciously. Based on these preconceptions, we judge, we evaluate, and make decisions. Yet, it is normal that our understanding about certain things change over time, with different experiences and learning opportunities. Thus, I may believe that I don't belong to stereotypical description of my national culture, but once I observe my feelings and reactions while living abroad, I may realize how much Finnish or Lithuanian or British or any other type of cultural stereotype I represent. Everyone has some preconceptions about others too. We all stereotype how, for example, Africans or Asians or Europeans or Americans or anyone else are like. Yet, when we encounter people who represent such dimensions, we learn about them, and frequently we discover that our preconceptions were wrong, or that there are many more things to be taken into consideration than only what we thought about initially. Thus, we develop knowledge, discover our stereotypes and beliefs, deepen our understanding, evaluations of myself and others over the time. Finally, learning about diversity is really important for several reasons. However, we may think that diversity is so complex and broad, and maybe we could just ignore it and disregard the differences. Indeed, this is one of the approaches in diversity management. Nevertheless, acknowledging the diversity and learning about it might bring sufficient benefits too. Let's look at them. So first, it allows tapping into thinking patterns of ourselves and others. Utilization of different way of thinking leads to debates, challenges, but also to innovation, thinking out of the box, and ability to understand how our customers, partners, and organizational members who represent certain diversity dimensions think. By understanding their thinking better, we can create better products, services, or management systems. Second thing, learning about diversity allows addressing feelings of ourselves and others. Imagine a situation. Parties in the company are always organized by also inviting partners of the personnel. What if a person has same-sex partner and feels that he or she cannot reveal it? First, person will feel that he or she needs to lie about in general having a partner, and of course about having the same-sex partner. Person is also going to feel upset that during the company gatherings, his or her partner must stay aside. This will definitely affect employee feelings about the workplace and may even lead to some conflicts at home. Thus, organizations, managers, colleagues who are able to address feelings of organizational members are usually on the winning side. Finally, diversity dimensions affect how worthy we consider to be. For example, women might not feel that they are worth for salary raise and may not approach their managers with that question in comparison to men. Thus, managers should be aware of this possibility and initiate the discussion to maintain fairness and equality at work, if that's really the case. People with disability may know what they are capable of, but may be shy or may not be confident to ask for more responsibility due to prevailing stereotypes about them. Again, this should be addressed. That is why, although acknowledging and managing diversity brings in a huge set of complexity, in the end it's worth addressing it, because by addressing diverse thinking patterns, feelings, and capabilities, organization and teams will reach synergies, create innovations, and increase creativity at work. So thank you, and we'll meet again in the upcoming videos.